Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on the channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Diamond Select, Marvel Select, Human Torch. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. So shout out and thank you so much to Diamond Select for sending me over this amazing product for me to shoot and review for you guys. This is their Marvel Select Human Torch offering, and as always, Diamond Select hits it out of the park, goes above and beyond with what they give you for their price point. So the normal price point for these figures is about $30, and for that $30 you get so much, especially considering that Marvel Legends are quickly approaching on that $30 price point, and what you get for them versus what you get from here, quite a difference, guys. So starting off just off the bat with this giant amazing flame base that is included with this figure, a part of that price point, guys. Like, come on, what other Marvel Legends figure is gonna give you that for the basic price point of a Marvel Legends figure? Maybe a deluxe pack, but definitely not with their standard offerings. But Diamond Select says, fuck that, we're gonna give you guys this for your standard retail price. So shout out to them for that. Aside from that, they actually go ahead and give you guys two figures in one with this guy. Yes, we get the more modern take of the Human Torch, which we currently see on the rotating turntable right now, as well as the classic original look that he does have when he was first, unveiled and released as a comic book hero. So we will be taking a look at all that great stuff starting right now. So he does come with two alternate heads, the one he does currently have on, which is the more modern take on the Human Torch, as well as his vintage counterpart, which, if you didn't know, this is essentially what the Human Torch looked like before he was modernized. He didn't really have a face structure. It was just kind of like a face in a sense without really a nose, and his head was on fire and whatnot. But yeah, so super cool to have this. And you can even go above and beyond and turn him really into that older, more original image of the Fantastic Four's Human Torch by taking away that 4 logo on his chest piece and instead replacing it with the classic flame logo right there. Super cool. So as you can see, he does come with some flame effects as well. So he does come with a left hand that makes it look like fire's exploding out of his fingertips, and a right hand where he does have a fireball ready to throw. That is not all though. They do still include some basic fisted hands for this guy, which is amazing because a lot of toy companies nowadays don't even include basic fisted hands for figures that should. Hasbro Black Series, DC Multiverse, come on Todd, include some fisted hands with your fucking superheroes. And Black Series, Jedi don't need trigger fingers. There's a reason they don't need trigger fingers. They have lightsabers. So yeah, super cool and awesome to see that Diamond Select includes fisted hands with most of their offerings. I think it's actually all of their offerings if I'm not mistaken. But you do also get a pair of open action claw hands, relax hands, whatever you want to call them, kind of grabby hands. But yeah, so you do get a pair of those. So that is it in terms of all the accessories that this guy does come with. So why don't we go ahead and pull him off that rotating turntable and take a closer look. Alright, here we have them all pulled up nice and close to the camera so we can get a nice good look at the detailing and the sculpts, which is a little harder on this figure only because of the cherry, the Jolly Rancher cherry look to him, which I absolutely love. This translucent red plastic. Like, come on, Marvel would have just taken a basic base body and painted it red, whereas Diamond Select said, hold my beer, we're going to give you guys some translucent red plastic. I mean, look at this thing. Am I the only one that's thinking of a red Jolly Rancher right now? But it's still super cool, and like when he catches light and stuff, like it really does shine very well and shines through him and everything. So super cool and awesome. Before we continue taking a closer look at him, I do want to pull up the base that he does come with, and as you can see, this fiery base is not a tiny little McFarlane DC Multiverse black basic base that comes with every figure. This is specifically sculpted and made for the Human Torch, and it is just phenomenal. You get some articulation at the base, rotation up and down, nothing else up here, but it is a ball so you can move them around a bit. But I absolutely love the look of this flame effect. It goes from that nice yellow to the red to the yellow up top again. Just beautifully sculpted and painted and detailing. Once again, utilizing some translucent plastic with some paint application right there. So once again, pulling the Human Torch forward so we can take a nice closer look at him. You do get some sculpted flame effects on him. I wish they would have painted these ones right here like they did these, but it's a very minor gripe right there. So he does have some flame effects down here as well. And on his back. So yeah, guys, not too much to look at in terms of this guy, since he is just a giant ball of fire. But despite that, they still gave him some really good detailing and sculpting. And like I said, that translucent plastic is just phenomenal. So taking a closer look at his hand effect, as you can see, it looks like he's throwing fireballs from his fingertips. Super cool, super awesome. It is only his left hand, unfortunately, but in his right hand you do get a fireball effect, so he can be holding the fireball like this, ready to throw it however you want. So like I said, you can transform this guy into that classic Human Torch by removing that logo, putting in that classic logo, and then of course swapping out the head. And right there, now we have a classic Human Torch. So with that being said, guys, why don't we go ahead and move on into this guy's articulation. He can look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. He will look down that far. He will look up that far. He has some decent head tilt, side to side action right there. His arms will go out to just under a T-pose because of the flame effects right here, kind of colliding with the other ones right there, and the shoulder as well. You do get 360 rotation at that shoulder joint. No bicep swivel. Single hinge elbow joint rotation at that elbow. Rotation at the wrist, as well as hinging in. As well as hinging in and out at that wrist. Looking at his waist articulation, he will rotate right there. Ab crunch not too far down or back. Looking at his leg articulations, he will join the cheerleading squad, and man, would he make quite a member. He can do all sorts of pyrotechnics and whatnot, so that would be quite the cheerleading squad. No thigh swivel. He will kick forward that much. He will kick back that far. He does come with single hinge knees, rotation at that knee, and last but not least, his ankles will go down that far, will go up that far, and ball rocker hinge joints. So yeah, guys, that wraps it up for this guy's articulation. All right, guys, so that has been my review of the Diamond Select Marvel Select Human Torch Modern and Classic figure. Once again, shout out and thank you so much to Diamond Select for sending me over this amazing figure for me to shoot and review for you guys. With that being said, guys, what did you guys think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments below. Rate him 1 through 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. And if you've made it this far, type down in the comments below, flame on. That way I know you made it this far and are enjoying the content. And if you can and want to help support the channel, please check out my Patreon link down below in the description. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of this guy. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.